What's up, guys? This is episode 4 in the Road to Masters series for Brawl Stars. This video, I'm going to be trying out a new format where I just show you guys my first game and the last one, and at the end, I'll do a quick recap of all the matches for the day. And I'm still going to play for an hour in total, though. And also, I'm going to post, like I said, a poll in the comment section, and it's going to have different video lengths, and hopefully, you guys can give some feedback and let me know what length of video would be, most engaging for you guys to watch. So with that being said, we're starting off at 6,400 elo, same place we left off from yesterday, and let's get into the first match. And we have Dueling Beetles, Hot Zone, opponents with the first pick. I'm going to ban the Griff probably. I would say some of the people that I follow to get tier lists haven't made the new ones yet, but I think that Griff is probably the best anti-tank right now in the game, so it's a pretty safe ban for first pick. All right, and Crow is still open. If that remains open, that's a safe pick. I could also go for a Penny, potentially. I'll suggest teammate the Crow. Yes, great. He goes for the Crow. Into a Spike. I think Penny is safe because it's good against the Life Plant gadget, and Penny is just a pretty solid hot zone brawler with the mortar. So I think that's a safe pick, and hopefully my teammate has some good options for a last pick based on what the opponents choose. I might recommend the Bull to my teammate. They go for a Barley, so actually maybe like a Miko would be pretty solid to target that Barley. Yep. Kenji's also another shout, but I think Miko does slightly better. And a Chester. So I think Miko is still an alright pick here because it can just target the Barley, and I think me and Crow should have decent matchups into the other two brawlers, and hopefully we'll be able to win with this composition. And honestly, I will send the request to my teammate, see if he gives me the Miko. All right, because I do actually really like playing Miko. And teammate does have the hypercharge, so we should be solid here. I'm going to just be focusing that Barley because otherwise that Chester and Spike could give me some difficulties. And I'm just going to start trying to get a little bit of zone time. I'm going to need to try and get up onto this Barley. I do go down there, but I got us a little bit of a lead. This time, I think I'll go slightly more aggressive if possible. And I'm able to get the Barley down. And I'll try and get onto this Spike. All right, I'm able to get the Spike down as well. So hopefully teammates are going to be able to get some zone presence here. Penny does get a trade. I'm going to use my super to get onto that, I think, Spike first just to help my teammates out. Otherwise, we may struggle a little bit in zone. And I almost get that Chester down. Unfortunately, it's able to take me. Let's see if I can get over here and take the Chester down. Yep. And then right now I need to hold the zone, I think, because we're down by a decent margin. And I'll try and get over onto this barley now. Almost got it down. We made a slight comeback from where we were, but if we aren't able to retake the zone now, it's going to not be the best. Alright, I'm able to get down the Chester, and I'm just going to go ahead and try and finish this barley off. Almost. Yeah, okay, so game one didn't go exactly to plan. We do lose by a sizable margin there, but hopefully game two will go a little bit better for us. All right, I think this game I might try and go slightly more aggressive, if at all possible. Unfortunately, I did play that pretty poorly there. I died early to the barley, but let's see if I'm gonna get this spike down. I did get rooted, but I did get a trade. I think that I need to target the barley though, because that probably is the one that is going to be most difficult for my teammates to deal with. I don't want to go down though. I'm going to try and heal up a little bit before going in. All right, we get the Chester down, and hopefully now I'm going to be able to take this barley out and retreat. I don't want to go onto that Chester. That's my worst matchup. This spike, I'm able to get the spike down. And I have a super now. I'm going to super onto the barley most likely. Well, yeah, I think the barley is going to be best for me to super onto. And then try and get out of there. I did get rooted, unfortunately. So yeah, that root gadget is actually better than I expected into Miko. But this match is slightly closer, so hopefully I'm going to be able to push into this barley. I did auto aim a little bit there, guys, but I was able to push them off the zone. So we do take a lead, but the opponents went in with their hypercharges. I'm able to get that guy down. Let's try and stay alive here. I go down once more, but it's going to be a close match. I'm going to try and pop my hypercharge just to get into the zone quickly. And if we manage to stay alive, okay. We're able to get the win there, guys. I think, honestly, I had a poor start, but I did a little bit better as the game progressed. This time, if I'm able to stay alive off spawn and get that barley quickly, it should go well for us. Well played by the team. All right, and I'm able to get the barley and stay alive. That was an accidental jump there. And yes, I'm able to get the barley down once more. I think I'll just get onto this spike. Beautiful. And this is a much better start, guys. I was actually able to do what I wanted and kill the barley off the first interaction. And we're off to a sizable lead, and hopefully we're going to be able to all respawn and take the zone back here. I'm able to help my Penny get the Chester down. The opponents are making a comeback here, but Penny has Hyper Mortar. I have my own Hypercharge. I think that I'll try and get onto this Chester a little bit, and I'm able to get him down. And then hopefully I'll get into the air quickly and get onto this barley. Yes. And I do get that Chester pretty low. Seems like Crow is almost able to take him down, and I'm almost charged back to one more super. Just trying to stay in the zone here. Spike is pretty low. I'm able to get onto the spike, one hit onto the barley. And guys, that is really well adjustments from us, and we're able to do better each and every game. I do have, just barely a positive elo, but I was able to give that barley a lot of difficulties. And with that, we're at 6,500 elo. All right, guys, we're going to head into our last game, and it's honestly been a pretty successful session so far. So if we get some decent elo, we could reach Legend 2, which would be pretty impressive. So double swoosh for our last match here. Opponents have first pick. I'm going to want to ban a good brawler for this map, probably a Crow or maybe a Griff as well. I think I'll go for the Griff. On the off chance that Crow stays open, I'll be able to get it. That's why. So I will flash the Griff. Pardon me, the Crow. All right, so they go for the Crow first pick. Teammate went Chester. I can go for a mid, maybe like a Penny. Mids wise, I think Penny's pretty solid because I'll be able to defend myself against the aggro if it shows up. And then they lock those in pretty quick, but I think that I'd prefer my teammate to be on Lily over Miko. Okay. Let's see how this plays out, guys. Naja might be a difficulty for us, especially if it charges up that hypercharge, but otherwise, I don't think we match up terribly into Leon or Crow. All right. So I'm going to be trying to play a mid here. And okay. Yeah, there's going to definitely be some difficulties here. They're not just going to be able to really do well. I'm able to land 2 hits on the Naja. I wonder if it's worth it for me to even try and push into their bush at all. I do land a hit on the Crow. One more. I'm going to get a mortar down. And I do have my little thing protecting me. Unfortunately, I do go down, but I'm able to get out far enough for my teammates to recover the gems. Lily's able to take down one of their brawlers. And I have another mortar up. Lily's going to go down. I'll pick up those gems. I don't want to alert Naja of my presence. Okay. Our Lily's in their bush now. And gets down. Okay, this is going to be pretty big here. Unfortunately, they are going to get the countdown there. But I wonder, Lily does have a hypercharge. And I'm also going to have a hypercharge. And it will be interesting to see whether or not we're going to be able to get these back. But unfortunately, yeah, that last little interaction there where Lily went in and died, and then I tried to pick it up. We lost that last interaction. That was the one game losing one. So I would say it was a pretty even game up until then. Hopefully we're able to turn it around. My crow does go down, and I accidentally do walk into the nausea poison. I trade with the crow, and I have a mortar to place down here. And all right, Chester goes down again. All right, I did get pretty aggressive there because I saw the nausea, but I do go down. The opponents do have a decent lead right now, but I think that we do have them pretty pushed back. I need to get out of that nausea gadget immediately. And I am making my way up here, and I'm able to get a good connection in. Hopefully Chester doesn't get too aggro there, but all right, yeah, unfortunately both my teammates go down. And Lily is going in. It has a hypercharge, but it goes down. And that is going to be game, guys, unfortunately. I mean, it's questionable. We didn't lose too much elo there, so I'll do a quick recap. We ended at 6580 elo, and so I'll give you our overall record now for the entire hour. So 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 5-3. All right, guys, so we went 5-3 again, same record as yesterday, which is pretty